Shashi Tharoor is at loggerheads with the Congress party. It's quite clear that all is not well. A day after skipping the all-important pre-poll meeting, Shashi Tharoor today heaped fresh praises on the Prime Minister. Said for the PM, the Constitution is the most sacrosanct book. And this is interesting given that Rahul Gandhi's big charge against the Prime Minister and the BJP has always been about the Constitution not being followed. But that's not the only time Shashi Tharoor and Congress have differed. Take Operation Sindoor, that's another instance. But as these differences continue, the Congress knows that there is a crucial election in Kerala and Shashi Tharoor as the party's prominent voice in the state holds sway, particularly in the belt in and around Trivandrum. Will this damage control work? The party is hoping to meet Shashi Tharoor with the Congress president and Rahul Gandhi attempting to address some of core issues and grievances of Shashi Tharoor. Will Raga and Shashi Tharoor be able to settle those differences? Or will this hurt the party? After all, there is a 10-year anti-incumbency that the party would like to take advantage of. But will it be able to? That's the big story. But first up, let me bring you up to speed with what all has happened in the Congress office and the Congress House, which is far from being perfect. Take a look.
Congress and Shashi Tharoor seem a step closer to divorce. A big Congress meeting in Delhi to discuss the upcoming Kerala elections. More than those who attended, one absence was stark: Shashi Tharoor. The Trivandrum MP, who has been on a rebellious path for long, decided to skip the Congress huddle, one more snub to the Congress leadership in a series of run-ins with the party of late. Tharoor is upset over what he sees as humiliation by Rahul Gandhi at the recent Kochi event to honour the winners of local body polls in Kerala. Sources told NDTV that Tharoor has written to the party leadership expressing his anguish at the treatment meted out to him at the Kochi event. Rahul Gandhi ignored Tharoor on stage as he greeted other leaders. He also didn't mention Tharoor's name as he spoke.
Pilot ji, KJ George ji, Sunny Joseph ji, VD Satishan ji, Adur Prakash ji, Sudhakaran ji.
Upset, Tharoor left the event midway and decided to skip the Delhi huddle. Sources close to Tharoor said that he was at a literary festival in Kerala. Congress heaped further insult to Tharoor's injury, calling him an irrelevant leader.
जो रेलेवेंट नहीं है कांग्रेस के लिए और जो हम कांग्रेस के बड़े नेता नहीं हैं, वो आए या ना आए उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता.
തരൂർ ഇന്നലെ രാത്രിയും വിളിച്ചിരുന്നു. ഇന്ന് അദ്ദേഹം എനിക്ക് മെസ്സേജ് ചെയ്തിരുന്നു. അദ്ദേഹം DC ബുക്സിന്റെ ഒരു മറ്റേ പ്രോഗ്രാം ഉണ്ടല്ലോ കോഴിക്കോട് നടക്കുന്നത്. അതിലെ ശ്രീനാരായണ ഗുരുവുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട ഒരു പുസ്തകം, അദ്ദേഹത്തിന്റെ പുസ്തകം പ്രകാശന ചടങ്ങുണ്ട്. അതുകൊണ്ട് ഇന്നത്തെ യോഗത്തിൽ എക്സ്ക്യൂസ് ചെയ്യണം. ബാക്കി കാര്യങ്ങൾ പാർലമെന്റിൽ വരുമ്പോൾ 27-ാം തീയതി ഞങ്ങളോട് സംസാരിക്കാമെന്ന് അദ്ദേഹം പറഞ്ഞു.
The BJP chanced on the Congress-Tharoor rift and attacked the leadership.
After getting a Maha snub at the Maha Panchayat of Congress party in Kerala, now there seems to be a Maha Yudh in Kerala Congress. Congress has become tukde in probably every state that it operates in.
The Congress and Tharoor's relations have been steadily souring for a long time. From Tharoor's praise for the Prime Minister to lauding Operation Sindoor to repeated absence from key Congress meetings. The 17-year-old relationship seems to have hit a rocky patch. Tharoor, sources say, is angling for a Kerala CM face, a bid being resisted by Rahul's close aide and the party's organizational general secretary, KC Venugopal. The Congress is walking a Tharoor tightrope as it can't act on him ahead of the Kerala polls, as it would expose the party's internal rift at a time when the Congress smells a chance of a comeback after the recent civic polls. Tharoor is a popular intellectual face and a four-time MP from Trivandrum, which has 14 assembly seats. All eyes are now on the next act in the Congress and Tharoor saga. An NDTV Bureau report.
Shahzad Poonawalla representing the BJP, Tehseen Poonawalla with me as well, political analyst aligned to the Congress's thought, Rashid Kidwai, senior journalist, and Shantanu Gupta, political analyst with me on the broadcast. Let me start with you, Rashid Kidwai, and then I get in Tehseen as well. The point is, every day you see yet another flashpoint between Shashi Tharoor and the Congress party. The fact that they are not able to tide over any of their differences is very clear. Do you think that the meeting that is going to take place when the budget session of Parliament starts will be able to address some of these core differences?
No, not really, because both sides have developed a huge psychological distance. Remember, Shashi Tharoor fought Congress presidential election, got 1,072 votes. So it is very difficult for the Congress president, that being Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, to act against him. Whatever Mr. Tharoor has been saying or doing does not come in the ambit of indiscipline. So technically speaking, he has not crossed the Lakshman Rekha of party discipline, and that is a real problem. Both sides are doing this kind of calculation. From the Congress scheme of things, can the Congress win without giving a very active role or importance to Mr. Tharoor, who is a party MP from Kerala? Mr. Tharoor's camp, or the people who consider themselves as his well-wishers, they think whether Mr. Tharoor can stop the Congress or the UDF from coming to power. So this is a kind of war of attrition, calculation is going on. I don't think things have become a point of no return. If Sonia Gandhi intervenes, or even for that matter, Mr. Kharge intervenes, there is a lot of it being said. So both sides, it's a lot of posturing that is going on and psychological distance.
Okay, so, it may not have reached a point of no return. You don't have Sonia Gandhi intervening right now, but the fact is there is a crucial election in Kerala. There is an anti-incumbency. The fact that there is a 10-year rule that has happened that the Congress would ideally like to take advantage of, but its house is not in order. Is that going to be a very big political mistake, or is it going to cost the BJP, the Congress very significantly in the upcoming elections? The fact that Shashi Tharoor and Rahul Gandhi are not being able to bury their differences.
So the Congress has a knack of, making simple things look complex. Here is a state where the Congress or the UDF has a lot of traction. Many surveys point to it. But the Congress, people who are senior leaders who are close to Rahul Gandhi, they want to make it, complicated. And they have a thing that let's win Kerala and let's sideline or ignore or humiliate, whichever word you choose, Shashi Tharoor. So that is a game plan.
Okay, that's an important point. Hold that thought. Let me bring in Tehseen Poonawalla and then I get in the other guests also. Tehseen Poonawalla, calculation ये है कि पहले जीतेंगे स्टेट, उसके बाद फिर हम अपने आप साइडलाइन कर लेंगे शशि थरूर को. But it could be the other way around.
Thank you, Gauri. Good evening. Thank you for having me on the show. Good evening to all my fellow panelists and to the viewers of NDTV. Let me put it this way. I agree with what Rashid Ji says, that the Congress does have a problem where in a winning elections, it does tend to sort of lose the election. But Kerala, I don't see that happening. The Congress is winning Kerala. The UDF is winning Kerala. That's point number one. Now, what you guys term as friction in the Congress, I see it as democracy. And that is something that the BJP, which is attacking the Congress on, just does not understand what is democracy. Okay. Now tell me, can in the BJP anybody praise Mrs. Gandhi or Priyanka Gandhi Vadra ji? They can't praise it because the minute they do it, the party would be upset with them. The Congress is the only organization where you can praise the Prime Minister. In fact, they've even stood by Operation Sindhu, and they're different diverse voices. Okay. That, let me tell my friends on the BJP, is democracy 101. Diversity is the hallmark and the basis of democracy. So Congress has diverse bases. Like number two, there are different people in Kerala who see themselves as chief minister. Some from Delhi who try to run the organization in Delhi. I hope they are not the chief ministerial candidates. Others, like Dr. Tharoor may legitimately be seeing them. Ramesh ji must be seeing himself. Oman ji must be seeing himself, and that's fine because the Congress is in a winning position. There are multiple people who foresee their chances as chief minister. What is wrong in that? In Assam, then Sonowal ji and Hemanta Biswa Sarma ji fight to become chief minister at one point, while Sonowal ji was the sitting chief minister. So these things in politics, you are there for growth. I don't see why the BJP is trying to trouble in what is not even fish in what is not even troubled water.
There are no troubled waters. All right.
And there are no troubled waters here.
Okay. Okay, Shehzad, respond to that. This is democracy 101. You don't understand it. BJP doesn't understand it.
There are no troubled waters in Karnataka also. DK Shivkumar, Siddaramaiah, figment of our imagination. There are no troubled waters in Himachal also. Pratibha Singh and Sukku, figment of imagination. No troubled waters in Tamil Nadu. Manikam Tagore, Jyotimani, figment of imagination. No troubled waters in Punjab. Oh, Sidhu and Amarinder Singh was just figment of imagination. No troubled waters between Rahul and Priyanka. And so much democracy. I am a bhuktabogi of Congress's democracy. इतना डेमोक्रेसी था, मैंने एक बार बोला इलेक्शन करवा दो तो क्या हो गया. एनीवे, मोहम्मद मुकीम just now said that Khadge ji can't deliver, let us have Priyanka, so they gave him show cause and they told him you leave the party. So much democracy, too much democracy. But I have suggestion for Rashid ji. Rashid ji has written one of the finest books on Congress called 24 Akbar Road. Now obviously Congress has changed its office, but Rashid ji, when you write the sequel and when you will write the chapter on Tharoor and Rahul, you call it, it's a situationship. You call it, it's complicated. You know, Gen Z and millennials, they have a term called situationship. So Congress is in situationship with Tharoor.
Okay.
Okay, now let me explain. Sandeep Dixit says he's irrelevant. Tehseen says Tharoor jaisa neta nahi. Kya hai bhai stand? Tharoor ji is also saying that I have had a literary commitment. This literature festival is for 4 days.
Yes.
He could not postpone his session and come there for 1 day.
This is posturing. Yeah, this is posturing and he's sending a message. Yes.
And Tehseen, because Tehseen Poonawalla, I think, he should make his logo ostrich. He lives with his head in the sand. Today, Shakil Ahmed has said Rahul Gandhi is insecure of all meritorious netas. Rashid Alvi has said Rahul Gandhi and Congress can't tolerate Muslims. Jharkhand Congress has gone to Khadge ji and said all our ministers are useless, please change them. It's happened today. Just in 1 day, there are 3 more, these flutters within the Congress versus Congress. But Tehseen, sab changasi, sab acha. And he said, I can't praise Gandhi. Let me end by praising Gandhi. I think Rahul Gandhi is the most spectacular leader of opposition. And from BJP, I hope he remains LOP for next 100 years.
Okay.
See, I praised him.
Okay, so let's get in a response to that from both Rashid and Tehseen, and then we get in Shantanu Gupta. Tehseen, respond to that. At the end of the day, this is not an isolated instance. There is a pattern to this, that there are state leaders who are either being sidelined or there are multiple state leaders who, and that leadership tussle, the central Congress is not able to resolve. And that's something that's going to cost the party electorally.
Since the BJP spokesperson also happens to be my younger brother and therefore more in touch with Gen Z and the millennials, obviously since he's my younger brother, let me explain to him in the language he understands. He may think that Dr. Tharoor and Congress are in a situationship, but at no point does Dr. Tharoor want to be friends with benefits with the BJP. Dr. Tharoor is in a committed relationship with the Congress. Now that you've understood it, whatever our differences within the family are, we will sort it out. You don't even have a seat for chance in Kerala. So please, get your house in order in Kerala and make sure...
We are in the Gen Z lingo, but I hate to break it to all the gentlemen. None of you are in the Gen Z category.
I'm the millennial,
I hate to break it to all of you. Shantanu, let me bring you in. Shantanu, let me bring you in there, which is that, this is internal tussle of the Congress. BJP has no reason to comment and there are no chances for the BJP here in Kerala.
I think the way BJP has performed in the recent municipal election, I think BJP has all the chances for sure. And with certain kind of tie-ups, the chances will increase. I think the moot point is we have seen over years that Congress has hardly left with any fondness for talent, right? So be it RPN Singh or Jiten Prasad or Hemant Biswara, Jyotiraditta Scindia, now in the line Shashi Tharoor and Sachin Pilot, and for their case Shehzad Poonawalla, they hardly have talent, hunt for talent, and I think Tehseen is in that side because of his family tie-ups. So having said that, I think it's far more beyond a tussle for the future chief ministership between K.C. Venugopal and Shashi Tharoor. By not naming him in a simple ceremony, Rahul Gandhi has taken a step. I think that they both Congress and Shashi Tharoor already started walking on the path of a divorce. Will BJP take him in or he will make a separate party? I think that has to be seen, because the kind of statement Shashi Tharoor has, the kind of book he's written on his idea of Hindus, on his idea of Mughals, is very different from RSS BJP ideology. But how BJP will engage with Shashi Tharoor, that also has to be seen how BJP
You
will
want to come in there?
Yeah, very quickly. First of all, Tehseen should get a reality check. That's also a term that he should be aware of. We have won Thiruvananthapuram mayor seat. We have become the party that is running the corporation there. And this is how we started in Ahmedabad in 1987. And then from 1995 onwards, we've been in power in Gujarat. Having said that, Tehseen Poonawalla spoke about friendship with benefits. But the question is that, Tehseen, why aren't you in a committed relationship with nationalism? What did Tharoor say? Tharoor has come on record to say that the only one issue where he differs with Congress is actually something that Tehseen also differs with the Congress, is the stand on Operation Sindoor. And both Tehseen and Tharoor have said that the armed forces delivered a mighty blow to Pakistan. There was no third party intervention. Had Tehseen made the stupid mistake of being in the Congress, he would have been thrown out even before Tharoor. That's why Tehseen is smarter than Tharoor, and he has not joined the Congress. He stayed out and he gives all this gyan from outside. But Tharoor said this. The point is that Congress is in Delulu, Tehseen, and there is really no Solulu for them. Unless they change the fact that they have a Rahul Gandhi, a person who has no connect with the Gen Z, millennials, etc. He's a Nepo kid, and Tharoor is too intelligent to be led by somebody like Rahul. And the problem with Rahul is that his ego is so much. Even if Tehseen and I don't get along, we are courteous to each other on this platform. I am courteous.
And I think that's the fundamental
on
problem.
On the platform, they are insulting
Tehseen, that's what the whole problem was. Ki Shashi Tharoor ke Operation Sindoor issue se problem hai. But at least he was on stage. You know, Rahul Gandhi could have acknowledged his presence. And in fact, reports suggest that Shashi Tharoor was supposed to be the penultimate speaker, followed only by Rahul Gandhi. Even that list was also rejigged, something that Shashi Tharoor felt was not in line with his seniority. Essentially say, if you have difference of opinion, that doesn't mean you need to humiliate somebody on stage.
So since we are still in the lingo mode, the BJP sees that Dr. Tharoor has some risk, so they want to slay him. But the fact of the matter is Dr. Tharoor is going nowhere. Yes, Operation Sindoor was a fantastic operation. And it is only in Mahatma Gandhi and Jawaharlal Nehru's Congress, which is today led by Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi, and the other leaders, including Kharge ji, that you can have a difference of opinion in the Congress and continue to be a member of Parliament of the Congress, which is not possible in the BJP. And that itself is testimony to the high standards of democracy.
Okay, so this is freedom of expression 101, democracy 101, something that the Congress says is its hallmark. Okay, Rashid Kidwai, I want to bring you back in here. In terms of the other side to it, you know, Congress understands that they need to engage with Shashi Tharoor because there's an election. There's a really important election in Kerala. UDF has its really high chances. You know, it's always a bipolar contest. It has been so. Power alternates. It didn't happen the last time. They would feel that they have their best chances now. It is important for them to also have Shashi Tharoor's differences being addressed.
Absolutely. I think you said it. So it is not that Mr. Tharoor is looking for a career outside the Congress. Dissent is very much part and parcel of
So what is it that Shashi Tharoor is really trying to do here?
That is what Tharoor is projecting himself. He may not spell it, but he's projecting himself as a leader, a national leader of some consequences, somebody who has a sort of ideological, kind of template. In addition, he's opposed to some kind of personality cult, and he knows that, as I said, that there is not going to be whip of party discipline that's going to crack down him. He's very sure-footed. You look at the BJP, you look at all states, including Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, there is dissent. But because the leadership is in Delhi is very powerful and effective, we don't see the manifestation of the dissent that exists in almost all states ruled by the BJP. In the Congress, it is very much visible. And that is a real problem because Rahul Gandhi does not have that kind of political heft or the morality, having not, winning many state elections. So that is a little, bit of a lacuna. But I think we, as political analysts, commentators and media, we tend to misunderstand Mr. Shashi Tharoor's posturing. It is very much in keeping with some kind of pressure within the Congress. He has a constituency, and as I said, he knows that any kind of sort of action against him would both Mallikarjun Kharge and Sonia Gandhi will find it very difficult to execute. So let us see. It's an evolving situation. I think both sides are keeping cards close to their chest. It's not that that the way we are talking in studio, Tharoor outside the Congress, I don't see that happening.
Okay, that isn't happening. There are overtures, but it is not like he is willing to switch sides, or it's not like he is willing to jump ships. It's just a message that he is sending to the Congress party that, at the end of the day, you need to consider me as a serious challenger because the Gandhis have not delivered. Look at someone like me, come back to the states. This is where the leadership is really going to come from. You had a point to make.
Yeah, I just have a small difference with Rashid Bhai on his diagnosis. Then the BJP is essentially a cadre-based, ideology-driven party, and therefore even when out of power, the BJP doesn't see as many dissensions or breakups like the Congress has seen while in power. The Congress is a Parivar-based, power-driven party. So unless it's in power, nothing holds it together. And the Parivar, if it's not charismatic, for instance, till Sonia Gandhi, they had a charismatic leader. So Sonia Gandhi could hold the Congress to whatever it's worth. But after Sonia, but even Indira had dissensions in the party. Even Sonia Gandhi had dissensions. But Rahul Gandhi does not even match up to the standards. So therefore, a Parivar-based party is going to have this. Secondly, Rashid ji knows better than me how Congress Parivar also creates these dissensions. For instance, Baghel versus Deo was created by the Parivar. Sidhu versus Amrinder, created by the Parivar. DK Shivkumar versus Siddaramaiah, created by the Parivar. And one side of the Parivar says DK, other side says Siddaramaiah, and then they take the resources from both. So Rashid ji knows this strategy also of the Congress.
Okay, a quick rebuttal from Tehseen on that. Tehseen, Rahul Gandhi needs to have electoral success under his belt. That is when state leaderships are going to take him seriously. Till then, this will keep festering in some form or the other.
That's true. He needs to start winning state elections. No doubt about it. And he needs to start winning and hopefully...
so till then, this Democracy 101 will keep happening.
No. There is no substitute to winning elections because even the changes that you want to bring in, you cannot bring in till you're in government. That I don't contradict. However, people go to the BJP thinking it's a bed of roses until they realize it's a bed of thorns, as Captain Saab in Punjab is discovering and is pleading that he should be back in Congress, pleading. But let me also put one last thing out here. Yes, there are problems in the Congress, but the problem that the Gandhis today have is they don't have the ED the way the current union government has. The day Rahul Gandhi has the control of ED or Priyanka ji or somebody else has.
What has ED got to do with what Shashi Tharoor is saying?
You remember when the Congress was in government, even then chief ministers could be changed just like that.
What is the Enforcement Directorate doing? Where did the Enforcement Directorate come in the argument where Shashi Tharoor is saying that, I have a position on Operation Sindoor, my party differs from it?
No, that is an intellectual position which is respected. I am saying for the larger dissent that you talk about that comes out, if you have central agencies, nothing comes out.
Arey, central agencies kahan se aa gayi isme? The conversation is about how the party is not able to keep its state leaders under the same umbrella.
There were a large number of
disagreeing with the central leadership, and now they are in damage control mode.
Okay, two things. Tall leaders disagreeing with the leadership is democracy 101.
Okay. Let's Shantanu Gupta hasn't spoken for a while. Let me get in Shantanu's quick comment, and then there's breaking news coming in on Yuvraj Mehta. But Shantanu Gupta, quick closing comments, please.
I think it's anyway very difficult for Tehseen to defend this. This is undefendable. And I disagree with Rashid ji. I think after all of this happened, I think Tharoor is surely on the path of divorce, and I doubt he'll come back, and it's just a bargain tactic. I think it's far more than that.
So all I can say is that as long as this saga continues, news channels are going to keep getting headlines, and we're going to keep having these discussions, because at the end of the day, till the time this is not resolved, the fundamental issue doesn't get addressed, you will have a crisis like this coming up almost every second day. I'm going to leave it there, gentlemen. Thanks so much for joining us on this edition of Saturday Prime.